What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I want to cover a topic that I talked about very briefly on the live stream earlier today, and that is why I think Rebellion coming before land isn't actually a big deal. Now, before we even jump into all of that, I want to let you know that I'm being very self-aware. This is very much a cope post, right? Only in the sense that if you've been following the channel, you know that I've been wanting to see, I think it's almost a requirement that we see land come in before Rebellion. But we got to live in reality, and it looks as though with the plans as they are currently laid out from Matt in the most recent town square, and even in the town hall last week, Rebellion is going to be something that is going to come first because land is not quite ready. And for anybody who missed it, they're thinking land could be out by the end of the month, but Rebellion will probably be out before that because we'll be getting the information soon and the pre-sale will begin. So let me clarify. Rebellion, the set, won't be released and playable, but the pre-sale will begin before land comes out. So all I'm trying to do here is, if this is the reality, I'm trying to put on my devil's advocate cap and show you that perspective, okay? So before I get accused of like, oh, you're coping, you're switching sides. No, I still very much would love to see land come out before Rebellion, but here's why I think, if I'm looking at it objectively from the other side, it is not necessarily a big deal. Now, this will include some of the things that Matt talked about in the most recent town square in terms of how he views the Rebellion set and how he really wants there to be a sense of scarcity and not incentivizing people to buy more than they need. And that is the key part here, right? Even when it comes to the pre-sale, he doesn't want to throw in a bunch of incentives, and he doesn't want people to come in and buy a bunch of packs that they don't need just to dump them on the marketplace later. Even more so, he teased a potential different airdrop system for Rebellion versus what we had in Chaos Agent, which might require people to hold their packs or hold their cards or whatever the case ends up being. Either way, you take that and you consider, what will Rebellion look like? Okay, on a bullish level, people go in, they buy a ton of Rebellion cards, and actually it ends up being great, right? We burn a ton of DEC and it ends up being a good thing for Splinterlands. Now look at the bearish side of this. Maybe we don't get as many sales as we're looking for. What does that mean in the short term? Well, if people are going in and they're only buying what they need, and there's a small amount of cards out there, and on top of that, there aren't cards or extra packs being dumped on the marketplace, who is buying these cards and who is utilizing these cards? Well, it's the people who want to play with them. I would highly doubt that anybody who wants to utilize cards on land would look at potentially very expensive and scarce Rebellion cards if nobody's really buying packs and think, you know what, I want to take that card and I want to put it on land when there's a slew of Chaos Legion cards available. So this is what I mean, where it's going to be something that we're looking at. Let me actually click away from Untamed here. It's going to be something where, yes, it will add to overall card inflation, but it's not going to add to the cards that people want and need for land because it will be expensive. And even if things are bullish in the beginning and we do see a massive amount of sales, do you really think that early on, everybody trying to level up their Rebellion decks, at least for the first couple of months, is going to be selling them on the marketplace for pennies on the dollar? I really don't think any of those cards are going to be anywhere near the value of Chaos Legion. I mean, just take a look at the Chaos Legion. Let's go to common cards, for example, right? I mean, there's a bunch of these cards going for pennies. And let's say, you know, maybe this is not the best example. Let's actually go back to legendaries. Maybe some of the legendaries for Rebellion aren't great. Will they be down and lower than $1? As you can see, there's at least 5 down here. There's a 6 one at $1, right? So I think Rebellion is going to be scarce enough in the beginning that it's not going to impact land in the way people are expecting. Again, I would want to see Chaos Legion completely wiped off the map through land before we get Rebellion. I think that would have created a lot more hype for Rebellion. But at the end of the day, if you reverse them, it's not going to be the biggest deal because I just can't see anybody looking at those, $4 Rebellion packs and whatever value those, Rebellion cards end up being, if they end up being quite scarce, and thinking to themselves, I'm going to go and buy one of those cards because I want to max it out and put it on land, when there are a slew of better options all the way from Alpha to Chaos Legion. Well, maybe not Alpha, but you get what I'm saying, right? Even Untamed and Chaos Legion that you'd be able to take advantage of. So That's my thought on this. I don't think it's as big of a deal. Obviously, people are excited for both Land and Rebellion, but I think with the Rebellion coming in first and hopefully Land right around the corner afterwards, if we do get it by the end of the month, maybe it gets pushed to November, maybe it gets pushed further, who knows? It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm excited about Rebellion and what it can do for the economy, and as a player, I'm excited to see Untamed completely rotated out of Modern format. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.